You're just in time, fortunately enough. The tree has been decorated, the stockings have been hung by the fireplace, the turkey's ready to receive the stuffing of a lifetime, and the dungeon is primed for adventure, so...
Hello, Treguard! A very messy Christmas to you!
Yes, and to you, Majida. But before we deal with that, another matter is pressing.
Ah, I understand. If your not-so-massive friends are here, the next challenger can't be far behind.
Exactly. Not behind at all, in fact, but before the threshold, so... Enter, stranger. Welcome, young lady. Name yourself, if you please.
Martina Sharp.
Call your advisors to us, Martina.
Melanie, Pat, Gary.
Who guides this dungeoneer?
Melanie Sharp.
Pat King.
Gary Grant.
And where do you all come from, Martina?
Canterbury.
Very well, your challenge is accepted. Here is the helmet of justice, which blinds you to the way ahead. Here the knapsack for food to feed your life force. 2 objects may you carry at any one time, and remember, the only way is onwards. There is no turning back. Are you ready, Martina?
Yes.
Then face the dungeon door, and step boldly forward.
Where am I?
You're on a little strip of pathway between 2 mountains. In front of you there's a revolving disc, and there are 2 pathways either side of that.
The left one leads to a door with a sword symbol over it, and the right one leads to a door with a shield symbol over it.
Ah, Treguard, I think this is a place of choice, yes?
Indeed it is, Majida. In fact, it's the place of choice. Now won't Pickle be sorry he missed this. Listen, team. This world lies below your own, and the dungeons you must conquer lie below this. There are many ways in and out. The quest you choose here will select the path for you to follow, but where it takes you even I may not guess. So choose now, the quest to redeem the sword of freedom, or to find the shield of justice. Majida, don't you have some arbitrary opinion about which one they should go for?
Me? No, Treguard. They can quest for whatever they want. It's no skin of my toes.
The shield of justice.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Walk forwards then. Stop. Can you see the disc whirring round in front of you?
Yeah?
Okay, well, step onto it when you're ready.
Ah.
Okay, now we'll tell you, sort of, just turn.
Get right to the edge, Martina. That's it. Can you see the pathways going past you?
Yeah, I can. That was the one I started on, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hey, how'd she know that?
She has a brilliant sense of direction.
Okay, now you're passing the sword path, so you need to step onto the next one. Great. And just keep going forwards, following the strip of path.
Okay. Where am I?
You've come to, like, a fortress? You're in front of... what is it? A drawbridge?
It's up, though, that's the problem.
Oh, there's a talking face on the drawbridge now.
Ah, yes, there she is. This is a spellbound door, team. It's been locked with lies and can only be opened with the truth. Her name is Dooris. Well, what else? To entice her to speak, Martina must call out, "True and false, false and true, open up and let us through."
I suggest you ask her to do it, guys.
You tell her, gal.
Martina, say to the face, true and false, false and true, open up and let us through.
Alright, gal. True and false, false and true, open up and let us through.
Oh dear, I hear. The Okapi is the only living relative of the giraffe. True or false?
Oh, yeah, I think that's true. It's got a black head and a zebra's bottom.
Okay, say true then, Marty.
Truth accepted. King William III and Queen Mary II were both grandchildren of King Charles I. True or false?
That's probably true too.
But weren't they the ones that were married and ruled together? You know, the famous William and Mary. They shouldn't have the same grandparents if they were married to each other.
Good one, Pat. It's got to be false.
False.
Falsehood. Tasmania is the largest state of Australia. True or false?
No, it's a tiny island.
Yeah, and think how massive all those inland Australian states are.
Yeah, go for false.
False.
Truth accepted. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, this is terrible. Truth will out, ah yes, truth will out, and so will you.
The drawbridge is open now, Martina.
Good. So, weren't William III and Mary II the actual William and Mary then? Oh no, Martina, they were. They were married and they had the same grandfather because they were first cousins, right, Treguard?
Exactly right, Majida.
That is just wrong.
It's very common with royalty, or at least it used to be. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert were first cousins too, for example. Now, you'd better press on quickly, team.
Walk forwards, Martina. Keep going.
Where am I?
You're in a green room with a big fireplace, and there's a woman dressed in black pacing around.
It really is a ridiculous way to travel. Evidently dungeoneers do walk everywhere like that. Be very careful, team. I don't know who this person is, but I can tell she is extremely powerful and extremely dangerous. Treguard, how can we meet someone like her in level 1 with no hope of having anything powerful enough to defeat her?
I don't think she needs defeating, Majida. Not just now, at any rate. Even so, I advise you to exercise caution, team.
You are fortunate, my girl. If I did not require the services of a dungeoneer, you'd be dead now. Nothing personal, you understand. Yeah? Good. It seems then that we may conduct our business amicably. What is your name? Martina. Martina. That has a certain ring to it. My name is not important. Martina, I require you to find something in level 3 and to call me when you do. Doubtless you have heard of such things. I find it trite to resort to such measures, but with all the misunderstandings that occur down there, well, I am not so much unable as unwilling to retrieve the thing myself at present.
So she's saying she wants to make a pact with us.
If you find me what I want, Martina, I will reward you with magic. We'd better agree, guys.
But she's evil, isn't she? We don't want evil magic.
If we say no, she'll kill us.
Yeah, and we probably really do need some magic off her. Otherwise, what's the point of this?
Mine is good magic, Martina. I learned everything I know from Merlin. Well, almost everything. Okay, now she is really creaking me out. Pat, I'm going to agree, okay?
Yeah, okay. You're probably right.
I agree to the pact. How very sensible of you. The object I require is a leather-bound book. Summon me when you find it, and only when you find it. My calling name is Faye. You must call loudly and clearly, and of course 3 times. And remember, Martina, stay true to your promise, or there will be consequences. They just made a pact with the devil, if you ask me.
Well, Majida, no one is asking you. Only time will tell if a mistake has been made. Onwards now.
Walk forwards, Marty. Okay, just turn a bit to your right, and keep going forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a forest.
A forest. I thought this was supposed to be dungeoneering, Treguard.
All right, Majida, don't be like that about it. This is the Forest of Dun, team. Martina really shouldn't hang around this place any longer than she can help. It's a favourite haunt of goblins, not to mention assassins.
Assassins are terrible cowards, Treguard. Everyone knows that.
Yes, they won't strike if there's any sign of resistance. Even shouting loudly can do the trick. But show fear, or let them sneak up on you, and it's
Curtain.
Precisely.
Okay, so we've just heard that in this forest there are gobblings around which could harm you, but if you show fear, they will harm you. If you don't, they will cower away.
So you have to shout, "Go away," or something when they come up to you.
Well, you better tell me when they come up to me.
Now press on.
Walk forwards, Martina. You're on a kind of path, so just keep going.
There's a black box.
That is an elf portal, Gary. I think everyone should know that by now, don't you, Treguard?
Well, I suppose everyone does now, thanks to you.
Keep going, you're there.
Where am I?
You're in a clearing with a big tree on your right and a tree stump on your left. The stump seems to have some objects on it, so...
Melanie, there is something else here too.
Oh my god, a figure in a black cloak is coming towards you, and he's got a massive knife.
What?
It's an assassin, Martina. Quickly, scare it away.
Shout at it.
Go away.
Louder, louder.
Go away.
No, Martina. Quickly try.
Leaf, mould, and bark. I abhors you drug-addled heathens dirtying my nice clean forest. Be gone, I says. Be gone now, or I crushes you.
What's going on? Help me, guys.
It's okay, Marty. A face has come on the big tree and it scared the gobbling away.
So, one despoiler has gone, but the other remains. What is your business here, human? Explain now, or I crushes you. Be warned, team. Oakley is highly suspicious of all humans, and in this place he has the power to do more than just threaten.
Quick, Marty, tell him you're a dungeoneer and you're just doing good, and you don't mean any harm and you're on a quest for truth and justice.
And you're very grateful to him for saving you from the gobbling.
Quickly.
I'm very grateful.
I'm not so sure I trust you. So, test you I will. Crush you if you lies. Tell I now. A guardian of England I am. Poetic I am. The largest crow I am. What am I?
Oh, Raven.
Yeah, say Raven, Marty.
Raven.
Truth accepted. If not for you, this tree would be the best loved tree of all. What is it?
If not for Martina, I don't think she really has anything to do with what trees are popular.
How can a tree even be popular? This one makes no sense.
Oh, you have solved the riddle, but you have not realised it.
All right, Majida, that's enough out of you.
What should I say, guys?
We've already solved it, but...
An answer now.
What were you two saying before?
We didn't say anything. Not useful, anyway. Did we, Pat?
I don't know, guess what you like, Martina.
Beach.
Falsehood. Poplar was the truth I sought.
What?
What?
A Christmas sprig whose leaves don't shed. Its barbs are sharp, its berries red. What is it?
Holly.
Truth accepted. I trust you now, till you proves different. Take what you need from here. He or she who would be pure of heart need not necessarily be pure of odour. Good fortune in the greenwood, but mind where you step.
Okay, the face has disappeared now. Turn back to the tree stump, Marty. Can you tell us what's on there?
Okay, so there's a cottage loaf, which I'm putting in my bag.
Ah, you needed that quite desperately, Martina.
We also have a key, a black circle with a funny symbol in the middle of it, and a bottle.
Is there a label on the bottle?
Yeah, here's one. Impurity.
Ah, we need that. It must be a bad smell.
Why do we want a bad smell?
That's what the tree told us.
Oh, right.
Okay, I've got the bottle. What else should I take?
The key? It'd probably be more useful than that black thing, whatever it is.
Take the key then, Martina.
Right.
Okay, now there's a door behind you, so turn round. Good, and walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're coming up to a ruined abbey, or something like that.
Exactly right, Melanie. These are the remains of Dungarth, once a proud palace of men and a sanctuary from the predators of the forest. The way to level 2 lies hidden here, but it won't be easy to find, and it's unlikely to be unguarded.
Okay, Martina, stop. You're coming up to a big archway, but there's a smaller archway on either side of it, and goblins are coming out of both small archways.
Goblins on guard, but they dare not enter Dungarth. You'll be safe if only you can get past them.
Shout to them, Marty.
Go away.
Louder, Martina.
Go away. Guys, you must use something. That only works on assassins.
It does?
They're coming towards her.
Should I try opening the bottle?
Potion of impurity. Maybe they won't like the smell.
Yeah, I suppose that's about all we can try. Go on, Marty.
What's happening?
The goblins are into a kind of swoon.
Yes, that stench seems to have knocked them for 6. You'd best get Martina moving now, before they regather their wits.
Walk forwards, Martina. Keep going.
Where am I?
You're in a small room with wooden beams on the walls and ceiling, and there's a big metal gate in front of you with a golden lock on it.
Walk forwards, Martina, and hold the key up in front of you. Slightly to your left now.
It's the descender. That means level 2 is not far away, huh?
Physically, it's about as far away as it's always been, but practically, well, that's very much up to you, team.
Walk forwards, Marty, into the lift.
Can I stop now?
You might as well.
Now you must tell it to move, Martina. Can you move, please? Where to? Towards me.
Oh, no, Martina.
It's all right, Gary. She's safely on her way to level 2 now. But you'd better tell her what's going on, otherwise she'll miss half the fun.
You tell her, Mel.
Okay, Martina, you're going down in a lift and we can see loads of windows moving past you, with lots of interesting scenery on the other side.
There's castle rooms and towers and things, and I think I just saw a load of snow.
Where am I?
You're just in a lift. And it's stopped now.
A door's opened in front of you, Martina, so walk forwards. Sidestep right a bit. Good, and carry on forwards.
Where am I?
You're in the forest again, and there's a knight sitting on a tree stump with his head in his hands.
Oh, no, it's Sir Hugh. You just keep very quiet, Martina, and try to sneak out of there as quickly as you can. You don't need monster raving loonies like him wasting your time.
On the other hand, team, a friend in need.
Yeah, he does look upset about something. Should we talk to him?
I want to talk to him. Where is he?
Almost directly in front of you, so walk forwards. Veer left a bit. I think he's seen you. Stop there.
Hello. I suppose you want to be rescued, do you?
No, not particularly. I want to make friends.
Ah, well, that's different then. Oh, dear me, where are my manners? How could I have been so rude to a lady? I've never felt more ashamed.
That's fine, don't worry about it.
Oh, that's gracious of you, my dear girl. Allow me to introduce myself. Sir Hugh de Wittless, at your service.
Hi, I'm Martina.
Martina. Such a charming name. I say, Martina, are you sure you don't want to be rescued? I'll admit to feeling a certain amount of ennui when it comes to rescuing nowadays, but to do it for such a pleasant young lady as yourself would really make my day.
There, I knew it. You better get away from this fruitcake right now, Martina, or he'll rescue you right out of the game.
He will?
That is a possibility, I'm afraid. Sir Hugh is spellbound and under a compulsion to go around rescuing people. Still, he's usually lucid enough to hold an intelligent conversation, and he can be useful.
I think he just said he was bored of rescuing people. Talk to him about it, Martina.
Okay, I really don't want to be rescued, thanks very much. If you're bored of rescuing people, why don't you stop doing it?
I can't. I do want to, but I just can't stop. I've tried cutting it down by degrees. I was on 20 rescues a day at one point. But it's this damn spell, you see. Almost 30 years it's had me in its grip. I'm starting to believe it's never going to wear off. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I say, here's a thought. Could Could you possibly do me a favour, Martina, and keep an eye out on your travels for something or someone to remove the spell for me? Oh, I'd be ever so grateful. And I'm sure I could find some way to help you in your quest in return. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
What kind of someone or something is he talking about?
Is there anyone special I should be looking out for who could help you, or any particular spell I should ask for if I get the chance?
Well, I'm not sure, really. Hordriss the Confuser was the one who cast the spell in the first place, but how did he take it off again? I suppose a similarly powerful sorcerer might be able to do it. Or maybe you'll find some kind of undo or restore spell that could do the trick. Oh, will you help me, Martina?
Let's do it, Pat.
Okay.
Yes, I'll help you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. 1,000 blessings upon you, my dear. I'll meet up with you again before you reach the end of this level, and hopefully you'll have some success to report. Here, let me guide you to the elf portal.
Okay, thanks.
Just go with him, Martina.
Yeah. Where am I?
You're in another clearing. There's a hut to your right and a table to your left, so turn left.
Walk forwards and tell us what's on the table, Marty.
Okay. Right, there's a scroll, a spyglass, an aubergine, a black box, a red stone, and a necklace of yellow beads. I'll take the food first.
Good, and then read the scroll.
Okay. It is safe to open. Luck favours the amber gambler.
It must be talking about the box.
And amber gambler must mean we need the yellow necklace.
Yeah, pick up the spyglass, Martina, before we make any final decisions.
Okay.
Ah, there you are, Lissard. Did you manage to locate her?
Indeed I did, Lordness. It seems that there's no cause for alarm. She is still in level 1, and she doesn't appear to be showing any immediate signs of leaving.
Good. I'm almost back to full power at last, so I could really do without that wretched hag getting in my way at the 11th hour.
Don't worry, Lordness. Clearly she's happy where she is for now, and I can't think of any reason why she might suddenly turn up in level 3.
Well, good. Not that I'm afraid, you understand. Merely cautious, that's all.
Of course, Lordness. I understand the situation perfectly.
And what about Hordriss? You're certain he's not planning another attack on me, aren't you?
With absolute assuredness, Lordness. No one seems to have seen Hordriss around the dungeon for some months. Perhaps he is visiting Sidris and Motley again.
Yes, well, everything is well placed for my return to power, then. And for my final victory, which will inevitably follow.
Yes, Lordness.
Except what, Fish Breath?
Except that there's a dungeoneer in level 2, and she will try to enter the Black Tower if she gets that far. This unfortunate occurrence could interfere with our plans, Lordness. It could spoil everything.
Then we'll just have to make sure she never reaches us, Lissard. How do you rate her chances of making it to level 3 in one piece?
Well, I suppose they're not very high, Lordness. Ariadne has recently moved back into her old home in Dunkley Wood, and she's always pleased to welcome a guest for supper.
But didn't I once hear that Ariadne can be charmed by playing her a bit of music? What if the Dungeoneer has the means to do that?
It doesn't seem very likely, Lordness. Unless someone's randomly given her a hand-carved flute for Christmas.
Yes, well, you never know, Lissard. Are there any other obstacles that might stop her?
Well, there's the door monster and the blocker. And then, of course, there's the Dunswater. Something's bound to finish the nasty little kidsy off before she reaches level 3.
We can't afford to take that chance. We must start preparing our own defences just in case.
Put it down now, Marty.
Okay, gal.
Right, so if the box is safe to open, we'd better do it and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll open the box then.
Oh, it's a music box.
That means we need it. To charm Ariadne, remember?
Oh, yeah. And what else are we taking?
The amber necklace, because of what the scroll gave us.
Okay, so I've got the box and the necklace. Good for you, Martina. Now perhaps Lord Fear will be getting one or two unwelcome guests after all, huh?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Majida. Onwards now, team.
There's a door in the hut, so turn 90 degrees to your left. Walk forwards. Sidestep right. Forwards again.
Where am I?
You're in a wooded area and there's a woman looking at the trees.
Looking at the trees?
Well, she's sort of peering at the trunk of one of them.
She's got a glass jar and, like, a stick or something. I don't have a clue what she's up to be honest.
Neither have I, team, but at least I can furnish you with the lady's name. She is the Witch Queen, Greystagg. She is very powerful, and she has been known to use that power to aid dungeoneers.
Just a little bit of it, surely.
Well, that's obvious, isn't it?
I guess you'd better go up to her, Marty.
Okay. Hello? Oh, a dungeoneer. However have you been able to find your way into the Amber Forest? Well, perhaps it can no longer be so called. See, my spile yields little more and my jar is almost empty. What? Oh, wait, are you trying to collect sap? Amber comes from sap, right? Yes, amber comes from sap. But witch amber does not come from just any sap. At times I wish it did, but then it would hardly be... Well, what do you want here, dungeoneer? Have you a name? Yeah, it's Martina. And I've got some witch amber too, if you want some. And if I can aid you in your quest. Is that not so? Well, yes. What can you do for me? That is surely self-evident. You may not know that I am Greystagg, Queen of the Grey Sisters, but at least you must have deduced that I am what you would call a witch. I did know who you were, actually. Flattery will get you nowhere. What manner of magic do you desire? Guys?
Can we get her to help Sir Hugh?
Yeah, that's probably what we need her for. Ask her, Marty.
Okay, well, there's this guy who... I mean, it's a bit complicated. Do you know Sir Hugh? Sir Hugh the Wittless? I am sorry to say that I do. Well, he tries to rescue everybody because he's under a spell, if you may know, but he's bored of it now, so maybe you could take it off him. The spell, I mean. I am to free Sir Hugh from his enchantment in exchange for your witch amber. I consider it a favour. Or you could just give me an undo, or,
Restore?
Or a restore spell. My dear Martina, I hardly think that would suffice. If either one of us can remove a spell cast by Hordriss the Confuser, then that one is me. Very well. Give me witch amber, and I shall find and cure your knight-errant.
Hang on. How do we know she'll keep her word?
I don't want to ask her that, gal. Ask me what? Well, you really promised to do it, right? You will just have to trust me.
Give her the witch amber, Marty. She's starting to look really impatient.
I've given her it. I thank you, Martina. Now, I must take this and put it in safekeeping. Everything is precious.
She's walked off now. There's another one of those elf portals a bit to your left, so sidestep a bit. One more, little one. And walk forwards.
Where am I?
Stay right there, Martina, because there's a massive gap in front of you, and there's one of those drawbridge things on the other side.
Ah, another door monster. I hope you can remember the calling, guys. True and false, false and true.
Open up and let us through.
Open up and let us through.
Yes, a face is forming on the door.
This one is called Doorkis, team. He's not quite as miserable as Dooris, but you still wouldn't want to get stuck in a lift with him.
Truth will open, truth will out. The eel is a reptile, true or false?
Yes, it is a reptile.
No, it's a fish.
I don't think so, gal.
I agree with Gary. Eels live in the water.
Well, so do turtles, and they're reptiles.
Yeah, but eels actually breathe the water. They must be fish.
Yeah, false.
Truth accepted. The current British monarch is directly descended from the Tudor King Henry VII. True or false?
Ah, now this is a bit tricky. If he'd said Henry VIII, then the answer would definitely be false, because he didn't even have any grandchildren. But Henry VII...
Well, it must be false, because Henry VII was Henry VIII's father. So, if Henry VIII didn't have any descendants, then Henry VII wouldn't either.
Yeah, but Henry VII had daughters too, and I think one of them married the King of Scotland, and we know the Scottish and English thrones, amalgamated not long after the Tudors, and the question didn't say it had to be through the male line, did it?
I don't think so.
Can you repeat the question, please?
No, I can't.
Well, it can't be all through the male line anyway. Otherwise the royal family would still be called Tudor. Let's go for true.
Okay.
True.
Oh, truth accepted. The Roadrunner cannot fly. True or false?
That's false, Martina.
Sure?
Yes.
False.
Truth accepted. Oh dear me. Truth will open, truth will out.
Well done, guys. You still think they will make it to level 3, Treguard?
I think time will tell, Majida.
Walk forwards, Martina. Keep going.
Where am I?
You're in a room with a roof made out of a spider's web.
It's not a room, it's a clearing in the woods.
Yeah, well, anyway, there's a tree stump in front of you, so walk forwards and tell us what's on it.
Okay. There's a wedge of cheese and a bar of silver.
Take the food, Marty.
Okay. Quickly, you must hurry. Ariadne is coming.
Extreme danger! The Queen of the Arachnids! Use what you may and use it now!
I'll open the box, yeah?
Yeah. Whew, okay, the spider stopped moving now.
Ah, a charming little tune indeed. But don't let Martina stop too long, team.
Turn to your right, Marty.
Have you got the silver?
Yeah, I picked it up, and I'm moving the music box from the tree stump, right?
Yes, that's fine. Just walk forwards now. Keep going.
Where am I?
You're in a grey area, a sort of courtyard or something, and there's a door in front of you and to your left.
I think there's something else to your left as well, Marty. Can you sidestep over to it?
Okay.
What's there?
It's a stick.
Oh, there's a big brick wall coming towards you, Marty.
A face is forming on it.
Password.
We don't have a word, Marty.
I know.
What are we going to do?
Gadzooks, I'm just in time. Quick, Martina, the word is purgatory.
Say it, Marty.
Purgatory!
Phew.
Thank you, Martina. That witch queen you spoke to found me, removed the enchantment, and now, well, things can go on from there, really. Absolutely splendid. Now, your path lies in that direction, and mine? Well, I'm not sure, really. What's Bodkins? What am I going to do with myself?
Well, you can do anything you want now, can't you? It's like the world is your oyster, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it is. How exciting. Well, Martina, I'll walk you to the door. We'll have a little think about it. Come along now.
Just go with him, Marty.
Okay, thanks, Sir Hugh.
Not at all, my dear. I wonder what I was doing just before I was rude to Hordriss. Perhaps I should try to get back to it. Well, not the rude part, of course. Won't be making that mistake again. You have my eternal gratitude, Martina. I'll never forget this. Goodbye now.
Where am I?
You're on the bank of a river, and there's a castle on the other side. In front of you, there's a man in a boat, and he's...
Deep is the Dun's water and cold. The fare for crossing is silver or gold.
We'll have to give him the silver then.
Yeah. Walk forwards, Marty. Can you see him?
Yeah. I'm handing the silver over, okay?
Fine.
He's pointing for you to get in the boat, so yeah, good.
Okay, he's rowing you across the river.
Treguard, even you can't say they won't make it to level 3 now.
I never said they wouldn't make it. I said we shouldn't make premature assumptions on the matter. And the same is true on the matter of any progress they may or may not make once they get to level 3, so let's leave that conversation there for now, shall we?
Are we nearly there yet?
You are nearly there, Marty. You're coming into more now.
I think he wants you to get out.
The riverbank is on your right. Good. Okay, now turn 90 degrees to your right. Okay, and walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a round blue room with 2 windows. There's a table to your right, and on the wall to your left there's a weird ghostly face that looks like it's talking to itself.
Ah, that is an oracle, I think.
You're right, Majida. I don't know if you realise, team, but you've entered the 3rd level via the Tower of Time, and just to prove it, the Oracle of Time is here present. This creature possesses many eons worth of knowledge, yet there is no logical order to its thoughts or to its words. However, those words may still prove enlightening to those with a keen ear and a sharp mind. To hear them, Martina must close her eyes very tightly and raise the helmet of justice slightly above her head.
Martina, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Do you feel the power of the gladiator? Footwork is the foundation of movement. A bird in the hand is worth its weight in gold. Another one bites the dust. Those of the water shrivel beneath the salt of the earth. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? When you need to escape, count on it. The cattle are lowing, the baby awake. You have been warned. You have been warned. You have been warned.
On with the helmet now, Martina. You'll learn nothing more.
If you've learned anything already, that is.
What the hell was that all about?
Well, I guess we'll work it out as we go along. Turn to your right now, Martina, and walk forwards. Can you see the table?
Yeah, crikey, there's loads of stuff.
Specifically?
A book, a spyglass, a bar of gold, a knight's glove, a cloth with some gold markings on it, and a jar of salt.
Did the oracle tell us anything that could be of use here? It says something about gold and something about salt.
Let's do the spyglass before we think about that. Pick it up, Martina.
Okay.
Very good, Lissard. That family affair of yours should flummox them nicely.
Thank you, Lord Nez. The Great Causeway will live up to its reputation of deadliness. Of this I have no doubt.
Yes, but you'd better station yourself in the sewers of Goth, just in case Martina does manage to slip through. I know you enjoy hanging around there, you amphibians and your water fixation.
None of us can help the way we are made, Lord Nez. I and my fellow creatures of the water do so hate the dryness, and that's just the way it is. But in the sewers, I shall be in my element. Martina will not escape me.
I'm very glad to hear it, Lissard. But I think I'll go along to the quest chamber and stand guard over the shield myself, just in case you do turn out to be all washed up.
Lord Ness, how can you have such little faith in me? Think of how I have nursed you back to health with such devotedness, and been your eyes and ears in the dungeon with such shrewdness.
You certainly have, and I am grateful, Lissard. But now at last I'm ready to enter the dungeon in person once again, and I am well aware that my own particular skills may be needed where yours might well fall short.
Oh, Lord Ness, It would warm my heart to hear you speak in this way, if I had one.
You'll hear plenty more of the same, Lissard, after we've dealt with this dungeoneer.
Okay, so does that help us with the objects? What have we got again? A book, a gold bar, a cloth, some salt and a gauntlet, yes?
That's right. There is something magic here, Treguard. Yes, that is not an ordinary gauntlet, I think.
I agree. Unless I'm much mistaken, it's the Hand of Atrab, a very powerful artifact, and potentially a very dangerous one in the wrong hands. Or on the wrong hand, I suppose. Still, before you make your choice, team, don't you think it's time to keep the promise you made earlier?
Oh, is the cover of the book made from leather, Martina?
I think so. It's brown, anyway.
We need to call the witch lady then.
Yes. Call Faye 3 times, Martina.
Okay. Faye, Faye, Faye. Well, you certainly took your time. Give me the book, Martina.
Do it, Marty, or she'll kill you.
All right, here you go. There now. Our alliance is at an end. Your reward is the spell Trick. Its purpose is not obvious, I know, so I shall trouble to tell you that it is not a weapon, more an escape clause. About your business now, and have a care not to hinder me in mine.
She's gone.
And a good thing, too. I wouldn't like to guess what secret plans and clever tricks she wanted that book for.
Knowing what I know of that particular lady, neither would I. But at least she may prove to be a help to the quest for once.
She may? You mean you don't trust her magic, Treguard? What do you know about her, anyway?
Oh, 1 or 2 things. I happen to know, for instance, that she was telling the truth about learning her magic from Merlin. As for her trick spell, only time will tell whether or not it's a trick spell. We don't even know yet whether the team will earn the chance to use it. Shall we find out?
Right, I think that means we'd better leave now.
No, gal, I haven't taken any object yet.
Oh yeah.
I need the glove, don't I, because it's magic.
Yes, it's supposed to be the Hand of Atrab, so definitely take that. What else is there again?
We're left with a gold bar, a cloth and some salt.
How the hell are we supposed to know what to choose?
Well, we haven't actually used any of the information from that oracle thing yet, have we? Let's have a look at what we managed to note down.
Remember, I said she mentioned the salt. What did she say about it?
I don't know. Something about the salt of the earth, wasn't it?
She said those of the water shrivel beneath the salt of the earth.
Oh yeah. Well remembered, Marty. But wait, does that help us?
They were talking about creatures of the water at the start of the spyglass. Let's take the salt and write down that clue. Then maybe it'll all become clear later. Say it again, Marty. Those of the water...
shrivel beneath the salt of the earth.
Right, got it. So we're taking the glove and the salt, yeah?
Yeah, I've got them, Pat.
Okay. Martina, walk around the table.
Stop there and walk forwards.
Where am I?
Oh my god, you're on an absolutely massive causeway. It looks like the names of all different animals are written on the tiles.
Is that an orange by your foot?
Yeah, I'll pick it up. So this is the Great Causeway, I guess?
Indeed it is, Martina. Team, you must make your decisions carefully but speedily now.
Okay, so we need to have her stepping on the amphibians, don't we? Because that creature of Lord Fears is an amphibian, and we had to go for members of his family or something.
Ah, well remembered, Pat.
Get off me, gal.
Okay, so we've got frog and lizard to choose from. That's obviously frog.
Yeah, inch left, Marty. Again. Walk forwards. Stop.
Mamba, newt, and turtle. Well, a mamba is a snake, so that's a reptile.
And a turtle's a reptile too, like I said earlier. Inch right, Martina. Once more. Forwards.
You're taking me to Newt, yeah?
Yeah.
Terrapin, toad, tuatara, tortoise. Surely a terrapin is an amphibian, isn't it?
No, it's a reptile, just like a turtle and a tortoise.
Come on, guys, take me to Toad, quickly!
Inch left, Marty. Fraction more. Walk forwards. Okay.
Salamander, slowworm, stickleback. Jeez, these are getting more difficult.
A stickleback is a fish, so it's not that.
And a slowworm is a legless lizard, so that's another reptile.
It has to be a salamander then.
Okay, so inch left. Little more. Forwards. Stop. Phew, Jesus.
Right, so now we've got eel and... What the hell does that say?
Northern dwarf siren? Oh, God's sake.
Well, we already know an eel is a fish because of the door monster question.
No, we don't. We just know it isn't a reptile. It could be an amphibian.
An eel is a fish, Pat! It's got gills and everything!
So do amphibians.
Only when they're tadpoles! They develop lungs by the time they're fully mature!
You must decide, team. Go for one or the other.
Let's take a vote. I say eel.
Northern dwarf siren.
Northern dwarf siren.
Northern dwarf siren. And I officially take back my hug, Pat.
Okay then, Marty. Inch right. Once more. Little more. Walk forwards. Stop.
See, Pat?
Yeah, okay. Right, it looks like that's the end of the first half. But now we've got tons more tiles between you and the door. And they've got random single-digit numbers all over them.
Hey, you must hurry now, guys!
Did we get a clue for this bit?
We did. Remember what the oracle said? Count on it. The numbers go up in order. Look.
So I guess I should step on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah!
Okay, we'll have to go for it. Inch left, Martina. Walk forwards. Inch right. Forwards. Inch left. No, left! Forwards. Left again. Forwards. Inch right. Forwards.
And carry on through the door.
Where am I?
You're in a sewer, Martina.
Yes, these sewers of God. This is a filthy place, Treguard.
And we can expect it to be even filthier than usual if you remember. Ah, greetings, Martina. This is the end of the line for you. You seek to frustrate my master's attempts to renew his glorious reign of evil and bring the dungeon to its knees. Foolish child, it cannot be done. And now I, Lissard, shall prove this to you in no uncertain terms.
Hey!
Do something, team!
Amphibian, creature of the water, shrivel beneath the salt of the earth.
It must be time for the jar of salt. Marty, chuck.
Throw the salt at him.
He's right in front of you. Just lob it.
Okay. What happened?
He kind of melted.
I've seen my mum do that to slugs in the garden. I always thought it was cruel and unnecessary.
When it comes to Lissard, what Martina did was neither of those things.
Yes, I have to agree with you, Majida. So, team, now that you've overcome the immediate opposition, onwards!
Walk forwards, Marty.
Mind the green puddle.
Keep going.
Where am I?
It's another one of those door rooms, Marty, so...
True and false, false and true, open up and let us through.
The face has appeared now, Martina.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, perhaps this aspect of the quest has become predictable, but don't let that make you complacent for the final stretch, team. Assuming you can get past Dooreen, that is.
Truth will out, and so will you. The Smilodon was a sort of cat. True or false? Guys, I think Smilodon is the proper name for a saber-toothed tiger.
But is that a proper cat? I mean, like how people say dinosaurs weren't proper lizards and stuff.
Oh, it's not going to be that pedantic. If it's the saber-toothed tiger, that's got to be enough of a cat. Say true, Marty, if you're sure about that.
True. Truth accepted. Loki was the Greek god of peace. True or false?
Well, that's rubbish. Loki was the guy who played tricks on the gods, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he was Norse, not Greek. Say false, Marty.
False. Truth accepted. The Lady of the Lake is sometimes called Vivian. True or false?
Oh God, I've no idea. Do you guys know?
I think there was someone called Vivian in DC Comics who was supposed to be the Lady of the Lake.
But DC Comics don't count, surely.
Why not? She said sometimes, not all the time. And the Lady of the Lake is called Vivian, at least that one time.
Yeah, and when we play Wizardology, we're always trying to find those Vivian circle cards to protect us. The name has to originate from somewhere, And the Lady of the Lake was supposed to have good magic and stuff.
So are you saying it's true?
I don't know, but I think we'd better try it.
Okay, true. Truth accepted. Truth will out, and so will you. Hooray! I was worried you guys would screw that last one in. She wouldn't have let you out, you know.
But they didn't, and she has. Onwards now.
Okay, Marty, walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a room made of yellow bricks, and there's a shield leaning against an altar.
Not just any shield. The shield.
Yes, the shield!
Walk forwards, Marty. Stop. Sidestep left. Can you see the shield?
Yes.
Pick it up and put it on your arm.
Okay.
Well, well, well. Here we are at last, Martina. And this is as far as you go. Foolish children, don't you know who you're dealing with? I am Lord Fear. I'll admit I've been down for a long time, but I've always been far from out. You, on the other hand...
Hurry, team! Take action now, or Martina will perish with the shield of justice on her arm.
What have we got?
The glove and the spell. The spell isn't a weapon.
Put the glove on, Marty, quick!
Ah! No! Let me go! I command you to release me! I am Lord Fear!
What's going on, guys?
A giant glove has appeared, and it's, like, squeezing Lord Fear?
I'm squeezing my hand in the normal glove.
Great. Squeeze him tighter, Martina.
Okay.
Ow! You horrible, vindictive child! You think you've beaten me? You'll never get out of here alive! I'll have this thing off me in 2 minutes! You can't escape.
Squeeze him some more, Marty.
Team, there's no long-term benefit in that tactic. You must find your way out of the dungeon as quickly as possible.
Go for the door!
Okay, sidestep right, Martina. Again. Once more. Walk forwards.
You can't get away, you stupid girl! You are only delaying your fate! I'll be out of this in 2 minutes, then I'm coming for you!
Where am I?
You're in a long grey corridor with no exits.
Lord Fear, he is right. Martina will never get out of here. What can we do, Treguard?
We can do nothing, Majida. Martina needs a return.
But all she has is a trick. And maybe that stay person was the one doing the tricking all along, huh?
You better cast it, gal, and we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay, the witch lady did say it was an escape clause. Spellcasting Trick.
Oh my god, it's Hordriss!
Invidious. One has been tricked. Have you dared to perform a summoning?
I guess so, yeah.
Why?
Well, I've got the Shield of Justice, as you can see, and I need a return spell.
And what makes you think that I am going to give one to you? Young people nowadays. No manners whatsoever. You call me from business far more important than this, and you offer me no incentive to help you, or even to quell my growing desire to roast you to cinders.
We'll have to offer him the glove, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, no! Martina, tell him you can give him an opportunity to kick the living daylights out of Lord Fear if he wants to.
Oh, yeah, right. I can offer you an advantage over Lord Fear if you'd like to go and attack him right now. He was worried you were planning to do it at some point, and he's nearly back to his full power.
Is that a fact? Yes, I was planning to do something about him in the near future, but I hadn't realized that the need was quite so pressing. Tell me, what power do you have over the evil one?
I've trapped him with this magic glove that I'm wearing. He's just back there.
Ah, the Hand of Atrab. Excellent. Very well then, Martina. The return spell is yours. Now, give me the glove if you would. I can make good use of it.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you. Now, whoever said that Hordriss the Confuser was past his prime, a dotard, gouty and impotent, will soon learn otherwise. I'm coming for you, Fear.
Okay, he's rushing off.
And
Gal, it's you!
Oh yeah, spellcasting, Return. Yes!
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 Oh, what a perfect Christmas present for us all! Treguard, they have actually done it!
yes, they have, haven't they? And that means there's only one thing for it. Merlin! What's all this? What's all this? Ah, Treguard, it's you. Not time for charades and mulled wine already, is it? Not just yet, Merlin, although we'll have plenty to celebrate when that time does come, as you can see. Can I? Oh my goodness, you have another Christmas winner for us. Yes, that is what I like to see. Well done indeed, youngsters. These are not valuables, you understand, merely mementos. You can hang them on your Christmas trees, or do whatever you want with them, really. But whatever you do with them, let them always remind you that what you have achieved here is worth far more than any treasure. Now, Martina,
Thanks.
Melanie,
Thanks, Merlin.
Pat,
Cheers.
and last but by no means least, Gary. Or may I call you Gaz?
It's Gal, actually.
Gal, how absolutely splendid.
We salute you all, guys, and we wish you a very messy Christmas.
Indeed we do. And now you'd best be on your way home so that you can get on with it. Spellcasting. Heroes.
I really like them. I wish they could stay.
And drink some mulled wine with us, Majida? I think not.
I wonder if Lord Fear is really gone for good this time. That would certainly be the slicing on the Christmas hate.
Yes. But the power vacuum that would be left on the third level could not exist for long, for as we all know, nature abhors a vacuum. And I happen to have observed that Morghanna has not yet seen fit to absent herself from the area, so...
Morghanna?
That Fey person, Majida.
Oh, so that is your name. I knew it would be important in the end.
Important, yes, and possibly ominous, if past experience is anything to go by. Morghanna should never be underestimated, and that's a fact. You taught her well, Merlin. Yes, indeed. But I've long believed that I did not do well to teach her. Well, not so passive ones. If you want to find out whether another team can do well against the Knightmare Challenge, I'm sure you know by now what you need to do about it. In the meantime, a very Merry Christmas to you all.
And a snappy New Year.
Yes.